Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic and we are playing some good old white aggro because it's just fun to play sometimes. I know that there's been like a lot of annoying white aggro decks in the past, but we haven't really seen it too much in this format. And so I wanted to try this one out. I think we have some pretty good cards here still with it. You know, Luris with all of the protection cards, Selfless Savior, and then we still have some really good just 2-drops here. Luminarch Aspirant and Seasoned Hollowblade. We still have Venerable Knight. Not a ton of other knights to really have it work with, but if they work with themselves, and it still is just a 1-mana 2/1, which is just good. It's a good aggro card, and so that's what we do. We're trying to build up a bunch of creatures on the board so that we can be putting counters where we want to with Luminarch Aspirant. We can be putting them onto Seasoned Hollowblade, all that kind of stuff. And then we go for our big spells here with Maul of Skyclaves, which is kind of like Mono White's version of Embercleave. It's just a really good card. Gives flying, so it gives them evasion. It gives first strike and +2/+2. Not quite double strike, but it's still a powerful card, and it comes a little bit more consistent, a little bit earlier, and we can play multiple of them, which is really nice. So Maul of Skyclave is a really good card here. I've actually debated if I want to go up to 4 copies of this, but I'm going to try it out with 3 right now, trying to focus a little bit more on having 2 Lurises. But I'm not totally sure if that's the way to go. Like, I'm not sure if we really want to have lots of Lurises so that we can be bringing stuff back. Like, Selfless Savior with Luris over and over again is a really powerful effect. Having Skyclave Apparitions and everything in this deck is also really good. And then on the top end, we just have a few cards to help us out with the aggro plan. Elspeth Sun's Nemesis can give the +2/+1 to 2 different creatures, which can be a really aggressive play. It can gain us life. It can, create a bunch of blockers if we need to reset our board. So just a good extra additional card in here in a mono white deck. I think one of is perfect here. Legion Angel, so I've seen a lot of decks run 2 copies of these in the main board and 2 in the sideboard. I'm going with 1 in the main board, 3 in the sideboard, because I wanted to bring in the Baneslayer Angel instead. And so I'm not sure if that's the best way to go with it. Legion Angel might be a really good, like, aggressive play, and having it more consistent might be better. But Baneslayer Angel is also really awesome, so I wanted to have that in here, just so that we can kind of go mid-range if we need to. We have just a really good finisher. If this doesn't have a good answer right away, this is just a really powerful card that can take over the game. With a 5-mana flying first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and dragons, which doesn't come into play that often, but every once in a while it does. So overall, this is basically a deck. And then we have overall 25 cards in the. We have 25 cards in. 25 lands in the deck. We have 20 natural lands, 3 Amariel's Call, 2 Kavira Takedown, which Kavira Takedown, I'm actually excited to see how this does. Just an additional removal spell, deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control, target creature player, which we, in this deck, could very easily have like 4 or 5 pretty consistently on the board creatures. Sometimes it's less than that, but you can typically take down almost every creature once you're up like 4 to 5, any creature in the early game. Late game, we're going to hope that we get some tokens or something like that going on. But overall, this is the deck. So let's go ahead and jump into the gameplay, see how it does for us, and wish me luck. All right, here is a pretty sweet hand, actually. Keep this, and we're going first. Life is great. Play out the plains, play Selfless Savior, pass the turn. As a swamp, Castle Arndale, Aspirant. It is always a little bit awkward putting the counter onto the Selfless Savior, but I'd rather get damage going. We're playing aggro, not protect our stuff necessarily. Or unnecessarily. Anyway. Yeah, it's still worth saving here. Take their entire turn. We do lose a 2/2. That's fine. Go to combat. Counter here. Swing in. Is Giant Killer going to actually have a target? We have Emisizzle Call for the next turn. I may just play it out. To go a little more wide, a little more aggro. Especially with Elspeth for the next turn. So yeah, let's just play it out. Pass the turn. We get to hit pretty hard with the -1. Rankle, I think, is the most annoying thing, because it can start swinging at our Elspeth Conquers Death. Or Sun's Nemesis, excuse me. Luminarch Aspirant again. Ooh. Yeah, we're playing that out. Alright, Mary's Call comes in tap now. Cycling. Alright, Giant Killer for sure, and this Aspirant. Trying to get this out of shock range, out of stomp range. Pass the turn. It also just makes it a really good blocker as well as, but at the same time, we want to be able to use the tap ability, so we don't want to get it too big. All right, Liliana.
You wish you had a fraction of my power.
Indestructible does not save that, so that's fine.
Don't you just love
Okay, passes to my turn. Kabira takedown also takes down Planeswalkers. Now let's go Sun's Nemesis. Let's go. Yeah, I think we had lethal actually there. Yeah, we did. Sweet. All right, up against a few, and we have 3 lands kind of in this hand. This is one of those that I'm interested in. We only have these 2 tapped lands, and we kind of don't want to play those ones as often as we can avoid it. So we'll see. I might just play out a Giant Killer here and see if they're up against a green deck. All right, Selfless Savior. Because we have Luminarch Aspirant, maybe I should have played the Giant Killer, but having some removal in hand is also nice to do. We could have played the big tap land, but it's all good. All right, Brushfire Elemental. Giant Killer is actually going to be really sweet against that. Also, Hollow Blade might be nice. Let's go for just getting more power on the board for now, though. Counter here, swing in. Pass the turn. Gets a pump. And we're winning the race, so we're kind of okay with this. We're hoping they don't have too much removal. We do have the Selfless Savior to protect the Aspirant. We'll see how this goes. Lovestruck Beast gets a 1/1. Alright, passes my turn. There's a land. Sweet. Giant Killer is 3 mana. Alright, let's go Skyclaves. Put it onto the Aspirant. If they have removal here, I mean, we're still getting enough value out of this that Selfless Savior, it's kind of okay if it dies. So put the counter here onto Aspirant. Scorching Dragonfire. So it says if it would die. So we can still stop it from dying. So this still does work on protecting the Luminarch Aspirant. Swing in for 4. It is tempting to hold that back, but just in case they make this up to a 5/5, might as well swing it in this turn. Deal with it later. Now it's up to a 4/4. It's going to be a lot harder for their deck to kill this. Until they maybe play out like Lovestruck Beast and like Ram Through, which maybe we can get them with a Giant Killer after that fact. We shall see. Ooh, Questing Beast. Ooh, down to 8. We're in a little bit of trouble now. See, I can bring this down, take care of the Brushfire Elemental. Put this up to 5 and just block the Questing Beast. They could have Embercleave. All right, let's just kill this. Actually, wait. Let's wait till their turn. Let's see. We have lethal. Yeah, so swing in. Down to 6, pass the turn. Ooh, that was what we did not want to see. Now do we kill the Questing Beast or the Brushfire Elemental when they go to combat here? If they have Embercleave here, we're kind of screwed. I guess we see where they put it onto. They don't have to put it anywhere. So their best thing here is just kind of let it go through. Yeah, so we kill Brushfire Elemental. And then Embercleave goes on a Questing Beast. Alright, yeah, they got it. Cool. I mean, they had it with any land, so I don't think there was really a way around that other than not attacking in. But if they didn't have it, we had the victory in the next turn. And so I think that was still a risk we had to take. It just didn't pay off that time. All right, up against Mikey Mike. And 3 lands. Keep this. I dig. Kind of 3 lands. Selfless Savior is one of those cards that it's a weird card to play out on turn 1. So this might be a good time to just get down the Kabira. Or we can actually get some more damage down. You know, let's go ahead and play this out. If we hit multiple lands, it's going to be not as good, but we don't have that guarantee necessarily in this deck. Alright, and there's the land. Well, that's okay. Selfless Savior, pass the turn. You know what? We already have some removal. Let's go ahead and just go for the Giant Killer here as well. Pass the turn. All right, if they have a shock, we're going to go ahead and force it now. Ooh. All right, yeah. Play this out onto Giant Killer. Swing for 3. Down to 17 past the turn. It would be nice to get the Seasoned Hollow Blade out and get this onto it. But I'd rather get this out of range of shock again. Bloodjuice Thirst can kill it, but they might have used it now. Agonizing Remorse. Probably takes the Hollow Blade. Okay. Rude. And a Mountain. Okay. Swing in. Venerable Knight. Pass the turn. Wrinkle. And swings. Interesting. Making us discard the Glass Casket. So they must have something in the 3-drop range. Let's just swing with the Venerable Knight for now. Get some protection up for Wrinkle. Pass the turn. Timrit calls the dead. There's a Kroxa. 7 cards. They exile 1 here, so they'll have 6 for Kroxa. Yeah, so they have plenty for Kroxa. So Giant Killer's going to come in handy for next turn as well. Is that the only creature they can hit? Oh, that's their only creature, so they just had to deny the Timrat calls the dead. That's interesting. Alright, Mire Triton. No swing with the Wrinkle. Okay, pass my turn. Baneslayer Angel would actually be pretty sweet. Ooh, this means we can't use the Giant Killer. We also still have to discard something. Because we're guaranteed that Crocs is coming back next turn, right? So let's just pass the turn. We're losing a lot of value here. Or a lot of just like turns for them to come back. I'm not totally sure we can beat this with what we've got. We can start going aggressive, though, with Giant Killer at some point here. Just start swinging in. We finish him off in just a few turns, especially if we find another Aspirant. All right, Crocs is coming. Okay, drop the Aspirant. All right, kill Kroxa. How many cards are left? 6 are still in the graveyard. So it does come back again. Land doesn't help us at all. Play Giant Killer. Man, Wrinkle is annoying, but I'm honestly thinking that we need to just start closing out the game here. So I think we start swinging. We can start tapping down their Wrinkle and stuff on the next turns. So we have a 3-turn clock here, which is somewhat okay. And they get to gain some life. Doesn't change the clock. Okay, Kroxa comes back. I didn't totally do that math. I probably should have waited until they went to combat on this turn. I don't think it would have changed too much. Phoenix of Ash, okay. That's pretty aggressive. They should be trying to swing in through what's on the ground as well. Maybe like hold back Mire Triton. But like we're kind of at a standstill with these guys anyway. Each player sacrifices a creature. Okay, we lose Venerable Knight. Down to 10. Ah, we really don't need more planes right now. Alright, swing in with Giant Killer. Kroxa comes out. We can stop it from attacking. Alright, no attacks. Pass the turn. Yeah, Phoenix of Ash is also rather scary. Comes back as a 3/3. Okay, tap down Wrinkle. Giant Killer dies. The other one can still get them all at some point here too, though. We're surviving. I'm not sure if we're actually going to win this game. I don't think that we can really come back. They just have too much value in the graveyard right now. And we've drawn like 3 lands in a row. Not the way you want to go with mono white aggro. Yeah, we should never have 6 lands this early in the game. So I think that playing out the Kabir Plateau is definitely, like in hindsight, terrible. But that's just how that goes. I'm not wanting to block either one of these guys. So I'm just going to tap down one of these. Oh, for the love. Now we can create blockers every turn, but yeah, that's game. That was so many lands in a row. Boo! Up against Gomer, and keep this. Not an amazing hand, but a decent hand. I like the Lurrus in the hand. As the island. Swing in. Play Hallow Blade. Pass the turn. Alright, blue-white. Interesting. Is this a control deck then? We already have the Selfless Savior. Let's go ahead and attack him with both of these. Double Lurrus. I will get out the other Season Hollow Blade, or get it back out here again before playing Lurrus. And Selfless Savior number 2. Pass the turn. I want to resolve one of these Lurruses if I can, though. Midnight Clock. Gets a counter. They have 1 blue mana. Ooh, land will be nice. Okay, down to 13. Pass turn. We have a lot of board wipe protection right now. Gadwick, okay. Draws 1. They have another land. Alright, so yeah, it gets counter, that's cool. Takedown. I think I want that as a land here. Yeah, so Glass Casket. Attack in. Down to 5. Take down. Is removal going to be better, or are we wanting the... so if they have another blocker, we want to make sure we get in with both these guys. So takedown can end up being 4 points of damage to kill something here. They have 5 mana. Board wipe is possible, but then we can protect this pretty well. I think getting out the Legion Angel might be better. So play that out. Pass the turn. Ruin crap. Right, so they did get a blocker, which is unfortunate, but it's not something that's terrible. So yeah, having the takedown probably would have been better, but I'm expecting bouncing and stuff like that still going on. Swing in. Bounces Lurrus. Okay. Sweet. Alright, up against 9-7-1. Keep this hand. I love having the double aspirants. Being on the play would be even better, but that's okay. It's okay. We have a good blocker for Fervent Champion. Play out Giant Killer, pass the turn. Hopefully no Robber the Rich, but if we get to stick these Luminarch aspirants and just like grow this to be a mid-range threat, it could be pretty nice. Having the Mainstar Angel actually against mono red is also sweet if we can start hitting a couple of lands. They have the Stomp. Rude. Ooh, interesting. Castle Ardenvale. Do I start putting counters onto stuff, or do I get both these guys out? We can just put it onto itself, which if it dies, it's kind of not great. Let's put it out. Let's get counters on going. Pass turn. They're probably going to play out the Bone Crusher Giant. If we can get out the Skyclave Apparition, that'd be nice. Robber the Rich. They could still have a shock here. Or spike field hazard. Okay. Ooh, do we still just kill the Robber of the Rich here? How do we win this game? Getting to Baneslayer Angel, I think. Alright, let's go for the long game. Let's play Selfless Savior. I want Giant Killer to kill something like Bone Crusher Giant. Seasoned Hollowblade is interesting, but doesn't really block very well here. Alright, let's go for Luminarch Aspirant again. Really needed to hit land there. Rob of the Rich number 2. They have the ability to go indestructible. Dang it, that's our land that we really needed. No blocks. Down to 16. Alright, let's get out Giant Killer, Venerable Knight. Get this out of stomp range or protect Giant Killer. Let's get this out of stomp range. And now we can also block the Robber of the Rich. Phoenix of Ash, okay. Man, all we need to do is hit a land. And we actually have a sweet, sweet hand against what they've got going. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, Seasoned Hollowblade. Counter onto Giant Killer. No attacks past the turn. Dude, if they just find an Embercleave, we're kind of screwed. If we could get to this Baneslayer Angel, life would be great. This is what turn is this right now? We still haven't found our third land. We have 25 lands in this deck, by the way. Like, we haven't found any of our modal lands. Oh, man. If we hit land, all of a sudden we have double Skyclave Apparition that takes care of Phoenix of Ash forever. 6 points of damage. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Down to 8. Come on, land. I can start, like, tapping them down as well. Alright, there we go. That's a land. Could also kill the one that they pump, but we'll just get one for now. They can pump twice. Almost lethal. Pass the turn. Counter onto, I guess, the Apparition, right? Get out of stomp range. Bone Crusher Giant. That's cool, that's cool. Yeah, pumps. Down to 4. Ooh, man. Now they can just start throwing damage at face pretty soon. We need to get to this Baneslayer Angel. Okay, land. Give me a land. Selfless Savior. Alright, well, Apparition. I mean, if they're going to stomp something, they should be stomping our face, right? So I actually might even let them have that as a tempting thing there. Let's go for Venerable Knight counter so I can block the Bone Crusher Giant pretty well. No attacks. We're way too at risk here to still. We need all of our blockers. They probably have Shatter Skull Summit at some point here as well, which kills a lot of our stuff. Are they attacking all in? Just passing turn. Okay. Give me a flippin' land. There it is. Good for you. Giant Killer. I'm going to hold in hand. Let's go Selfless Savior for a little bit more protection. Let's go counter onto the Aspirant here. No attack still. We need to start attacking at some point. I want to get this Baneslayer Angel out on the board first. If we can have a turn with this, ooh, we're in good shape. Shocks for 2. Do they have another one? Did they wait until they had both? Oh, man. Alright, well, we're going to kill ourselves in our own way. Take that. Good game. Oh, that was rough. Dude, how many turns did we miss a land there? That was rough. Oh, well. That's good. The opponent just like slow rolled it there for a while too. Good job, sir. Up against Hercules, and we have a ton of lands with this hand. I actually like this hand though. We're gonna keep it. All right, play the plains. I'm going to try to hold on to these takedowns. They are some of our best removal when we can keep creatures on the board, and we're going to draw more lands now, so that's good. Hollow Blade, pass the turn. Scavenging Ooze, okay. Now we have drawn a lot of lands. That's cool, I guess, but also not. All right, swing in. 4/4. Okay, down to 16. Pass turn. We need to find our giant killers. You know, all those cards that we had for forever and haven't found now. We need those ones now. Down to 18. Pass to my turn. For the love. Dude, this deck can never decide if it's gonna flood out or not. Alright, is this instant speed? Yeah, alright, so let's go ahead and I guess just counter onto the Hollow Blade. Do we not attack then? No, let's attack. Attack him with Seasoned Hollow Blade. See if they want to block. The issue here is if they have a Questing Beast. Pass the turn. We're winning the race as long as we can keep him on 2 creatures. Mammoth. Alright, so 2 damage to Scavenging Ooze. We take 4. They get to draw a card, which is annoying. So maybe I should have held back on this with the Seasoned Hollow Blade. Down to 14. It'd be nice to actually just close them off, though. Close them out. They're going to have to start blocking or else we win. Ooh, Wicked Wolf. That's bad. Glass Casket. Yeah, it's not another creature, though. Okay, Glass Casket. Hit the blocker. Oh, that's a tough choice. Do I want to hold this back to block anyway? Wicked Wolf will come in. They're going to be able to swing in with Harbinger again. If I hit Maul of Skyclaves, I think that we just win, right? So let's go ahead and take that down. Swing in with Hollow Blade. And now it's out of the range of the Wicked Wolf anyway. Down to 5. I mean, the goal is to win the game. So pass the turn. That's what we're going to try to do is actually win the game. Let's see if they actually try attacking in first. Yes. All right, so we're pretty much already guaranteed that Aspirant will die, right? So we block here. Take down. Deal 2. Deal 1. You're dead. It was already going to get removed. They can play something different now to actually take on the Hollow Blade. But now we have a pretty sweet threat against what they're trying to do. Ooh, Vivs. Ooh. That's a blocker every flip and turn. Let's see. Hopefully they don't give it reach. That's the one thing. They want to give it vigilance instead of reach. Okay, good. Okay, Maul of Skyclaves. I guess either way it's forcing him to block, right? Venerable Knight just dies to the Wicked Wolf. Dude, we gotta draw something worthwhile one of these turns. This has not been good. The -2 ability here is going to be great for them as well. Unfortunately, it's not a May ability with Wicked Wolf. If they play it out now, they're forced to fight and it will just die. Really? Or can they choose 0? Okay, they can choose 0. It's up to 1. Okay, Maul of the Skyclaves. Come on, we have 3 of them in the deck. And they got a flippin' reach creature. Ah. Dude, my luck is terrible. Yay, we drew another land! Woohoo! Alright, forcing a block here. I'm guessing the Arachnid will go down. How many cards do they have to escape? Takes 3. So I'm actually wanting them to block with the Arachnid here. And I'm fine losing some life to make this happen, so that we can get the flying going. So they have to have something else in the graveyard. Alright, so making us discard something, that's fine. I'm totally fine getting rid of 2 blockers there. All day long. Yeah, you need 3 cards in the graveyard for the escape yet. Right now, this is or 4 cards. Yeah, they're ways away from it.
I love making new friends.
They should be able to play creatures off the top of the deck too. Like they must really be hurting for stuff. Swing in. Keep enforcing the block, so they have to keep using something here. They're going to have so much... They should be able to hit a creature at some point, though, right? If we can't hit anything, someone's got to. Dude! Deck, come on. Just once. Play like you were built to do something here. Nah. No! Gotta be kidding me.
Every day is a new mutation.
Whoa, they're putting it onto the guy that can't attack right now? What? Okay, Maul of the Skyclaves, off the top. This is your time, deck, to win. Okay, pass the turn. We kind of want to stonewall them here. We're going to try to get them all those Skyclaves still. We don't want more stuff in the graveyard. For the flippin' love. Dude, this is rough. Creature off the top. Able to play it all. Okay, not yet. Creates another creature. It's a token, doesn't count with a Great Henge. Skyclave still is lethal here if they don't swing in with the Shadow Spear. They might do it anyway. They do. Block. Actually, I guess we do this. Let's go. Block, block. Save one of them. We take more damage this way. But we also get to grow our board a little bit better. Although we lose 2 creatures instead of 1. Whatever. Alright, up to 9. Now what? Baneslayer Angel also would be sweet. Haven't we discarded a land already too? This is so many lands. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, 10. 10 lands. Come on. They didn't tap down the Great Henge for life, just barely though. Or maybe they did earlier. They did when they equipped, huh?
I'd like you to meet my friend, Stompy.
Swings in. Alright, we got to keep our life total high, so we're going to keep attacking or blocking and discarding. And that's fine. Do they have ram through now? Oh, they can make it non-indestructible, right? Ah, I forgot about that. So they actually did it too early. They have to wait for the it to actually trigger. Now you can do it again. Yeah, there you go. Oops. Watch, we're gonna draw the smallest Skyclaves now that it doesn't matter anymore. Alright, so we can have a really big Venerable Knight. Can we win the game? Nah, there's no way we're coming back from this. Not if we find a Baneslayer Angel, then we have a decent shot actually. Alright, I'm gonna wait for like one more draw, maybe two. This has just been brutal. No attacks. Gilded Goose off the top. Draw some cards. Yeah, okay, yeah. Now they're going off. Oh my gosh. Deck. Why would you do that? So 17 cards and 10 of them were lands. Rough. All right, so here with the wrap up with Mono White Aggro, and this deck I actually think is really powerful. I think that if you can run it without getting mana screwed like I was, or mana flooded, mana screwed, just like everything about mana was going wrong, and it was back and forth with this deck, and that just is gonna happen sometimes. Like that's just part of Magic. Sometimes you don't draw lands very well, and that's part of what makes Magic actually fun. I know a lot of people have some issues with Magic being so like back and forth with that and not having just like a straight system, but that's what makes it so fun. Is like, how do you build it? There is actual luck on whether or not you can do this kind of stuff. Like any deck can win, and it comes down to actually playing the best that you can. And it's just I think it's really fun. So overall, I like this deck. I think it's powerful. There's a lot of good sides to it. I wish it had run better for us so that we could see the better side of it, but what we saw was really fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.